Hello and welcome to another episode of Love, Life, and Energy. I'm your host, Michelle Chung. In today's episode, I wanted to talk more deeply about limiting beliefs. And I know this is cliche and everyone's limiting beliefs, but I really want to break down exactly how to debunk those limiting beliefs and permanently shift them into something that you actually believe in, something that's actually healthy for you without doing the mantras, without doing those affirmations that you don't believe in, and then hence makes you go back to square one. So today I'm going to break down in a much more detail, specifically three questions, three steps that you can do to really shift your limiting beliefs, your beliefs that don't serve you anymore, into beliefs that can actually support you in your dreams and goals. So this actually came from a coaching session, my 6-week mentorship program. And one of the students asked a specific question on like, how do you actually shift from one way of thinking to this new way permanently? So you are going to love this episode. Stick around. Welcome to Love, Life, and Energy. I'm Michelle Chung, and I'm passionate about all things love, manifesting, relationships, woo-woo stuff, health, and wellness. This podcast is your go-to sanctuary for personal growth, designed for busy, career-driven women who are ready to embrace their highest potential and not settle for an average, ordinary life. Let's grow and manifest your dream life together. So basically, to give you a bit of a backstory, one of the students was really stuck on how to shift her beliefs. And my whole program, the 6-week mentorship, is called Unleashed Woman. And to be able to shift from where you are now to your higher self, the version of you that has love, life, relationships, wealth, health, everything, into a permanent state and walk away from that program in this newly as your new normal. So this is the point of this whole program. And one of the students was really stuck on how she had these same beliefs running over and over again. And this is actually what I talked about in week 1, but even by week 6, she was still stuck on that concept of how do I do this? So in this recording that I'm going to share with you now, from the coaching session that we did during the program, I'm going to detail these exact steps. One of the first things we did do, though, was to identify that your current identity is not going to, is a way of being that is not serving you anymore because it's not helping you get what you want to get, which is that dream relationship, the dream lifestyle, right? So the idea of cause and effect, as in the things that you're doing right now, the way you're being, the energy that you're holding, the way you're taking actions, and the way you're behaving is not getting you specific results. So that means that there's something got to shift, right? And we know that we can't change other people. We know that we can't change the world around us unless if you move from your environment. That is one of the things you can do to shift. But a lot of it means that you have to shift your own internal beliefs. Just I invite you to accept this idea of everything is a belief. So if you have beliefs that serve you, then they give you the things that you want. But if there's things that don't serve you, they're stopping you or blocking you from having the life, the love that you want. So with this idea in mind, we need to shift our beliefs. And there's a certain identity, a way that you believe yourself to be, that is holding these beliefs in place. So, one of the first things we did was identify what are the benefits of holding on to these beliefs that serve us, that don't serve us anymore. And it may seem really strange to think there's benefits of being a certain way that doesn't get results, but trust me, there are. This is a psychological concept. This is widely used in the way of shifting your beliefs and really making permanent transformation. So the first step that you need to do is actually to understand the consequences of having these beliefs. So, what are the benefits of actually having these beliefs? And these benefits are something that doesn't seem like a benefit at all. Like you'll say it and go, that's not a benefit. But to the current state of identity, it is a benefit. So, some of those things would be like, I get to play small, I get to stay the victim, I get to people have constantly ask me and get attention. I get to not step out of my comfort zone. I get to stay the same. So these are all benefits that don't feel good, they don't seem good, but they're actually keeping you in place. So this is the first step. And as you'll see in this coaching that we did, how to actually debunk and the rest of the steps to make your transformation. So enjoy. One of the best ways I've seen to shift this belief was to ask yourself those questions. So I don't know if you guys remember, I was constantly asking the same questions, but I'm not sure if everyone was actually responding to them. It was the questions of why is this a lie? Why is this an illusion? And why is this not the truth? And what is true instead? So these three questions, I'll put it into the chat as well before we close up the chat. But it's those three questions that can help you really shift into the new belief. Did anyone get that?
Yeah, so you would question yourself pretty much those questions, those three questions,
Correct.
and that's how you would shift because you'd be shift. Sorry, I don't know if I said that weird. You would shift into those answers pretty much. You'd be like, oh, why is it not
Correct.
me? And then you'd be like, okay, I will change my beliefs or my ideas and move towards what I
Correct.
should be believing. So that's how you would do it, pretty much.
Correct. It's almost like rationalizing to yourself because you just need to satisfy the mental mind and not, it's too disconnected and airy-fairy to go, oh yeah, I just believe it. Of course, you're not going to believe it. You need to have some kind of rationalization process. So those questions from my mentor gave me huge shifts as well. Because when you really do those and really answer them, and when I was asking those coaching questions in the chat, I didn't see those responses. So try that. Ask yourself, why are they illusions or lies? Oh, because money doesn't grow in trees. Oh, that's just because my parents used to believe that. So I've inherited it. So why is that a lie? Other families have lots of money and they spend money and they're happy and they're not evil people trying to steal everyone's money. So that's a lie. And money does grow in trees. It's energy. So that's another reason why it's a lie. And then you rationalize yourself why that belief is a lie. And then you need to say, so how can the opposite be true? Oh, so money is abundant. I know heaps of people who make a lot of money and they don't seem to work that hard. Like I've seen other, I don't know, other employees, they just sit at their desk and I'm working way harder than them and they're making tons of money. So money is not hard because other people are doing it. So go through that rationalization process until you convince yourself that the opposite is true. Does that help?
Fine.
Yeah. So tell me, play back to me what I've just said, how you understand it and how you can implement it.
So you take your belief and then you say, why is this an illusion or why is this a lie? And then see what comes to you. And you can start to rationalize, as you said, like examples that you see yourself or why is this like a thing? And then once you can rationalize it a little bit, you can understand that it doesn't have to be that way. And then that's when you can start to kind of flip your thought into like
Yeah.
the new belief.
Third step. Correct. Do it with me now. What's something that you've been struggling with?
Trying to think of I guess probably the brain fog thing that I had a couple of sessions ago where I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do this.
So why is that not true? Why is it a lie?
Probably from what we learned the 30 reasons is I'm stopping myself because I am like afraid to not obtain my goal.
Okay.
So I'm afraid of failing.
Yeah. So afraid of failing. Why is that a lie?
As you wrote in like the one of the messages, you said it is a universal law. So, if it's in science, I can
Oh, it
rationalize
skipped
it.
you.
It's real.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit my logical side on this one and be like, it is a law. So I have to understand that this is real despite me trying to fight it.
Yeah. Why would it have skipped only you? Of course
Yeah.
you have it. That's rational. It's of course you've got the same gifts as everyone else, like the same ability to receive. Of course you can. And proof in your own life. Where have you done stuff and not failed? Put your mind something and not failed. You've done it before. That's one of the exercises in my program, remember? It was a while ago.
Yes. I was
See?
gonna
Yeah.
I like it's like you could do little fun ones. Like, because I know
Yeah.
Sonia was saying about phone calls. I have a knack for getting the most perfect timing for doctor's appointments.
Oh,
And
there
I
you
tell
go.
myself that over and
Manifested.
over
Yeah.
again. And then anytime I call and I'm like, oh, I got to move my appointment. Like, when am I going to put it? And then I'll call, and
Yeah.
then it's like the most perfect timing.
What about when you get the parking space? You're like, oh, this street is so packed, but I know there's going to be a parking
Yep.
space where I want it. Oh my gosh, it's right there. I manifested that.
Yeah.
That's I succeeded. Count all your successes and prove to yourself how many times you've succeeded. So then, what's the truth that you want to believe?
That I, whether it be like small things like that or like whatever I decide is true.
Yeah,
Because, or for me, true for me. Because something like that where I can get appointments, so I decided that and then it happened and then it kind of snowballed. It helped, it enforced the belief that I can actually
yeah,
do that with things that are a little bit more serious, not serious, but like what I
yeah. So
find
there's another
harder.
belief there. There's another belief that just only I can only do the small things. I can't do the big things. So that's another belief. So why is that not true?
Is
You
I
moved
just,
to Canada across
yeah,
like a different country. That's a pretty big thing. You've
yeah.
gotten an amazing job with a massive company like Sony. Count all the big things and prove to yourself why that belief is wrong, that you can't manifest the big thing. So what is the truth that you now want to use as your internal compass? One that really resonates with you, not the fake fake it till you make it. Oh, I know I can do it because no, we don't want that crap. We want something that's really true for you. Don't lie to yourself on this part. Be really authentic with that. What is the new truth that you want to embody?
I think if I, what I feel like experiencing, despite what it is, I can manifest it,
Mm.
despite the like real world level. Like it can be big or small, it's all the same.
Yeah. And what happens if you don't? Are you going to fall apart? Are you going to
No,
die? Are you going to be unsafe?
no.
Are you going to be depressed forever? Yeah, those are all lies as well. They're all beliefs that come after that part. So keep unpacking, use that method of those three questions. And that's pretty much how you shifted that new belief. Does that resonate? Does that help?
That helps a lot. Like because I was struggling with like the more deeper rooted beliefs, like deeper rooted as in like the ones that like I see patterns, starting to see patterns of. So that really does help a lot because it's starting to see like where you can like unpack, like as you said, and then kind of keep going, and then it kind of like lifts up a lot of things.
The pattern recognition is an amazing skill. It's an amazing gift. So if you can do that for yourself, that is incredible. Most people can't do that. They're just like, I just don't connect the dots. I can't see it. If you can see that for yourself, you are way ahead. So add those three questions and you've got your self-mastery formula.
Thank you. That helps a lot.
Yeah. And this is all about self-mastery. It's mastering the self. It's the first quote that I used was the self-control is empathy for your future self. It really is that because that future self may never come until you've set the foundation to attract that in your life. That's manifesting your future self, but you've got to have that self-control and self-mastery. This is the work that most people are afraid to do, and you guys are super brave. Yeah. Okay. All right. Any other feedback? Anything? So, sorry, with that part that I've just said, does that help now? Okay.
Yeah, it helps a lot. I feel like that was a good portion of it for me because it's recognizing it and then taking accountability, and then now it's like the work, actual work of changing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it fun too. Make it fun. Don't beat yourself up. We all have these weird beliefs that we grew up with. We could even have a contest or turn it into a card game or a board game. That'd actually be really cool. Your self-belief board game. Maybe I'll patent that one day. I don't know. Or if you guys beat me to it, go for it. That could be really fun. Yeah. Okay. Any other feedback?
I have a quick question. You said that the you're gonna take down the chat. Is there a possibility just to leave it up for a little bit so we can just look
Yeah.
through it to make sure we grab anything that we want to write
Yes,
down?
do. Yeah, I don't think I'll take it down. I just won't be responding anymore. But you
Okay.
guys go ahead and share or interact with each other if you need to. Definitely, yeah. I just won't be there coaching anymore.
Yeah, the recordings, are they still available and where can we download
They
them?
should still be there. I've been posting it up every week. Please download them because I won't have them on there forever. So make sure you go do that.
Are they? Where are they?
On the chat.
The what chat? You mean the
The
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp. Correct. Yeah. I've been putting everything on there every week. I'm posting as soon as we get off the call. I'm like, here's the link, here's your homework, and then cricket until I'm like, ladies, going on. So yeah, go download those. I highly recommend you watch through the whole thing again. I'm actually going to package them up and turn them into a program. So I think they're really useful and you guys get the recordings anytime. I won't be putting your faces or anything like that on it. It's just be the teachings. But you guys have had the benefit of the interactions. So make sure you watch that. Watch yourself back. I know it sounds weird, and at first I was really weirded out about watching myself, but you get so much value out of watching yourself and seeing how you interact with people, how you speak, the way you hold yourself. It's incredible. And most of the time we hate our voice or whatever, hate the way we look, whatever. Get over that because there's so much value in just watching the recordings. I had one of my clients, my one-on-ones, she's like, whoa, I didn't realize how much I focused on external and the whole session was about her complaining about other people. And then she's like, oh, I realized I do so much, but that's only because she watched herself. So watch the recordings. There's more stuff you'll get out of it as well. And then you can redo your homework if you want to. Okay. Awesome. Any final words from anyone?
Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
You gave us a lot of examples, like with books and stuff, and the guest speakers too. So it's great to look into their work and everything. One thing you mentioned, like really early on, I kept forgetting to ask the breathing exercises. Do you have any, or meditation and breathing? Do you have any go-tos that you would recommend?
Yeah, I'm not particularly the guru on breathing and meditation myself,
Yeah,
but there's an app called Insight Timer, which is free, and you can also upgrade to whatever version they have that unlocks all this other stuff. Insight Timer is really cool because then you get to, I can see it on my phone. Oh, it's not here. I can't see it. On your phone, you can actually put a widget so you get to type in your intention every day.
Okay, cool.
I think that, yeah, I think that's super cool because it comes up on the top of your phone and then you write down whatever you want. You can change it up every day or you can use saved ones, but they also offer really cool meditations and online courses and challenges and things like that. So that's a really good one.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And definitely go on YouTube. It's like a ton of resources. You'll go down the rabbit hole of finding really cool stuff. Yeah, there's just so much out there. So much out there. It's so fun. All right. And are you all happy for me to put some of your words into a testimonial so I can help reach more people? Awesome. Are you okay for me to use your photo?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right. Thank you. That will help me a lot. And yeah, so keep in touch with my emails because I literally spoke to Kirsten this morning and we're going to launch a new 3-month program and we're going to have a lot more interaction. And we're going to be similar to what we've done now, but it'll probably go much deeper. And she's got a lot of experience. She's a very successful coach. So she's going to be amazing to work with. Like we get along like a house on fire. We get along so well. Very similar personalities. Yeah. So keep in touch for that. And have a beautiful rest of your evening and rest of the week and Christmas time and New Year's. Look after yourselves. Be kind, compassionate. Live in your Portia, Andromeda, Bailey, and Elora. It's very nice to meet you, and I'll see you soon. Have a good holiday.
You too.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sending love.
Thanks.
Thank
You
you.
too.
See you later. Bye.
Yes, bye.
So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you're interested in joining our next 6-week mentorship, we're going to be hosting another one in January. So make sure you click on the links below to join my mailing list and you'll get the first notification on when we're hosting the next one. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be completely uplifting and you're going to see some massive changes, going to walk out of there as a whole brand new unleashed woman. So I'll see you in the next episode.